Hey, it's Kurt here. Listen, I want to tell you something. There's so much advice that's good, and there's a lot that's bad. One thing that I really want to talk about right now is some advice that's not necessarily good or bad, it's just incomplete. Here's an example. You always hear, or at least I do, don't quit. Quitters never win, winners never quit. Well, I'm not saying it's not a good thing to quit, or it is a good thing to quit. What I'm saying is that it's incomplete. The reason you're thinking about quitting is because you're thinking about something in a negative light. Now, let me give you an example from my own life, and I'll share with you what I mean by that. Right now in my life, I am really focusing on becoming more disciplined, becoming better. Like, perfect example, the book that I'm going through right now is Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog, and it's a book about procrastination and how to overcome it. And what it's telling me is that I need to prioritize things. I need to have lists, and I need to have priorities, and I need to know what my priorities are before I start working on them. What the issue is that is all just muscle memory. So, right, I'm going through all these lists in my mind of things I got to do and prioritizing them. And yeah, it's a lot of work, man, just getting it set up and getting started. And I'm finding out that there's some challenges with that. So what I did is, instead of being like, yeah, oh my God, this is so hard, I don't want to do it, is I reframed it. So what that means is thinking of a challenge that you're facing in a different way. Think of a challenge as, instead of, oh, this is so difficult, think of it as a way to change your perception on it, so that instead of becoming difficult, it becomes part of the process. So here's what I said. This is just me learning new muscle memory, right? You go to the gym for the first time and you get working out, and 2-3 days later you're sore as hell. Well, this is the same thing. Learning this new habit, any kind of new habit you're going to take on, you're going to have some soreness there. You're going to have some problems and some challenges. So when I hear people just say, don't quit, that doesn't do anything, man. That doesn't do anything to keep me encouraged. It just pisses me off. So instead of don't quit, reframe it. The challenge that I'm going through is just a challenge, or this challenge serves me because at the end of this difficult thing that I'm developing within myself right now, this is going to become easy. And once it becomes easy, once you're on the other side of that, once you get through it, then that's where the magic happens. So whenever somebody says don't quit, and that may set you off, or whatever your challenge is, think of a way to reframe it. Reframe it. Don't just take it at face value, but put the work in to figure out a reason, to figure out a way to stick and to stay and to keep going.